What's going on? We back. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We back with the Boxing Clinic and more. Y'all know what it is. Shout out to my boy Monnie Brown TV. We doing it once again. And go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Back with my dude, the real one, as I always say, CJ. Got your boy Monty Brown in here, man. Subscribe to the channel. Here to bless y'all with some more fire.
All right. And we talking about some first we're gonna talk about Deontay Wilder, Luis Ortiz. Just dropped a prediction video a week early about the man. Uh Eddie Hearn. We're gonna mix in Eddie Hearn, not only just about AJ, but his whole little plan with
Matchroom USA, huh?
Joshua, that too, and Anthony Joshua coming to America. We'll wait till a couple people get on and share the link real quick. Don't forget to follow us on our Facebook page, and also that link is in the description. And Money Brown channel is in the description as well. So if you don't know, now you know. But
Yes, sir. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
Eddie been on some bullshit.
Yeah, man. Eddie running around. Eddie taking from his daddy the
And look,
same
look,
game plan.
and if he wouldn't be shit, we just talking some cool water talk right now. He wouldn't be shit without Anthony Joshua.
And you saw
He
what
wouldn't be
Richard Schaefer said. That's the only thing he
nothing.
held on to. He said, "Shit, my grandma can promote Anthony Joshua."
Yeah, that
You
shit.
know
Yeah,
what
that
I
was
mean?
funny. He right. He right. And Anthony Joshua, I mean, shoot, he can control the board with Anthony Joshua. That's why he using him the way that he using him though, because he control the board with him. And I
Right.
ain't mad at him. I mean, it's business. Some people
I was gonna
think,
say the same thing. Go
yeah,
ahead though.
some people think like, we just chopping up to smoke. People come on, let y'all know that. Some people just think, that's why some people not successful in life. They don't think logically. If you take too many risks, the percentages say you're gonna fail.
Right.
You gotta move your way through certain situations, and that's what he's doing with Joshua. He
Having
gonna
a
take the
game
risk when
plan.
it's right now. Yep, he gonna take them risks with Joshua when it's ready. When he secure a big deal with some more fighters or a big deal with HBO,
Mm-hmm.
watch what I tell you. He gonna when he don't need Anthony Joshua no more, he'll
You gonna
take
feed him
those
to the
risks with him.
wolves. Yeah, you gonna feed him to the
Yep.
wolves. Yeah, you're saying the right thing, because that's why I said this too. So I say shit. You look at it, bro, and you look at who was his second biggest fighter, bro. Like when you look at the whole thing, you
Shit,
gotta
I
say
don't even.
Danny. I gotta say Danny Jacobs.
Oh
When
yeah,
you
yeah,
look at
because he
it,
lost.
you know what I
Did he
mean.
lose Frampton? He lost Frampton.
He lost.
He
Yeah,
lost.
the Ohio Davis kid, which I ain't saying he was all that, but you know
Yeah,
what I mean.
he was a name.
Yeah, he
And
was a
then
name.
Frank Warren really got the better fighters over there. He
Oh
got
yeah, Frank
overall.
Warren,
He
the
got
Bob
Saunders.
Arum of the UK.
Yeah, he got the Saunders, the boys kid, the Anthony Yard guy. I like him a lot.
Yeah,
So he balling over there. We about to start up in 1 minute, y'all. I'm
yes
just
sir,
sharing
yes
the rest
sir.
of these.
But yeah, that's why I say Eddie Hearn, man. You right. That boy holding on by the thread, but he sounded a little fighters. He moving Katie Taylor. He got her, So that's he got Ireland with her. So he pushing her the right way too. But when
Come
you
on, Katie
see,
Taylor.
yeah, Katie Taylor, yeah.
Ain't
So
she Eddie Hearn?
yeah, she with Eddie Hearn with Matchroom. She on the Jacob Card over here in Brooklyn.
She fought over here before, haven't she?
Yep, she fought damn, what card? She was on Danny Jacob
Did
Card
she fight?
again. That was
Did
on
she fight him?
the Louise Cuba Card.
Okay, I know she fought him. I know I had another girl's fight. I think somebody was seeing. It wasn't Clarissa. But I
Nah,
watch all her fights.
yeah,
But yeah, we about to start up.
I watch all Katie
Go ahead.
Taylor fights too. That's how I know that spot over here.
Yeah, we about to start up. We talking some Wilder and Ortiz. What you think? What you think about this fight overall?
Overall, man, a good. I just wanted to make it to the fight. I'm happy Wilder got this fight, man. Ortiz putting the work in. I give him credit, man. Ortiz one hell of a fighter, undefeated. You gotta respect the man. He ain't afraid of Wilder. You know what I mean? He ain't afraid. He been wanting to fight. He been wanting a big fight. Let's just say that. Period. So it's gonna be a hell of a fight, man. Wilder coming, we know. That's why people keep saying Ortiz in great shape, but we know Wilder always in shape. You know what I mean? It's gonna be entertaining, man. Crowd pleasing, card stacked, and I wanted to live up to the hype, man. I wanted to live up to the hype, and I want Wilder to come out victorious with that knockout. But I do want Ortiz to put up a fight because he is a credible opponent, and Wilder need that significant win, man, so these people can get up off his back.
I said it's a lose-lose situation for Wilder either way it go. You know, which basically, if he win, you know, oh, Ortiz was 80 years old, or he wasn't on the pads no more, or what has he ever done? You know, they're gonna take it away from him. Like I said, he's the most
Yeah.
hated athlete that I know. You know, not only is he hated, but he's not respected, and that's what some that's different. LeBron is hated, but he's respected. You know,
Yep.
Muhammad Ali was hated, but everybody that hated on him, they respected what respected him. If he didn't have that respect, if Ali didn't have that respect, he would be in jail. You know,
Facts.
probably never back again after for that.
Probably never would have got the
So
Joe Frazier
I mean,
fights. None of that would have
never got
came
Joe
out.
Frazier fight. Never got the fights in Georgia. Never got none of that. So at the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
Deontay Waters is searching for respect. Anything else, he talking about financial wise, I mean, respect. Respect comes with legacy. It kind of goes hand in hand. And that's what
Yeah.
he's searching for. And that's something that, he may not ever get to if Ortiz beat him. And the implications for Luis Ortiz beating him is huge. And what I mean by that is if Luis Ortiz beats Deontay Wilder, this is the scenario. Eddie Hearn is the happiest mofo in the world. Because look here, Anthony Joshua is not going to have to face Luis Ortiz because Luis Ortiz is not going to be able to elect to fight for his WBA title. I mean, that's on him if he wants to do it. The WBA won't sanction it unless Eddie or somebody pays them to sanction, Luis Ortiz. He's on a 1-year suspension.
True.
So I mean, that's something they can dock and hide behind. They can hide behind that. They ain't got to unify. So that's why it's very important. Like this is Deontay Wilder's biggest fight of his career right here. Because it's very, very, very important. If he doesn't win this fight, Anthony Joshua gets off the hook.
I look at it
no more
as
pressure. Go ahead.
Yeah, I look at it as I ain't gonna let nobody steal that away from Wilder. I know what you're saying, and I know the excuses gonna come behind it. That's gonna come with every fight. But I ain't gonna let nobody steal that from Wilder because we know for a fact Eddie Hearn got rid of Luis Ortiz because he didn't want him to fight Joshua. That's a fact. You know what I mean? That's why he had him over there. He faked him out like he was gonna do it. I think he just went to really see what he was, and he tried to make the dude lose to keep his ass away from Joshua. But that's why I say this name, man, is big. People call him the boogeyman. They ass gonna have to live with that.
But hold on. They took that away from him.
When that
soon as the Ortiz and Wilder thing became a topic, and this is what happened. For people that's new to my page, I used to beat this topic in every day. I did a video on this, and basically Vladimir Klitschko and Luis Ortiz, before Klitschko and Joshua was ordered to fight for the WBA title. Respectfully, Vladimir Klitschko said, I don't want to fight, Ortiz at this point. I want to go out with a big money fight. I respect that. Respectable duck. So, Eddie Hearn and Klitschko, K2, whatever it may be with them, they got with Ortiz. They made a deal. I don't know if Ortiz filed paperwork or it was a handshake deal. And I think he had a handshake deal to fight Anthony Joshua by signing with Eddie Hearn.
Right.
But he didn't know he was dealing with. So it was a handshake deal. I don't know if they had it in writing or if it was a handshake deal. I believe it was in writing because he was going to sue the WBA on failure to withhold the Muhammad Ali Act, which means they getting his career of progress.
Right.
I believe the last guy sued the WBC. I forgot he was. He sued WBC through the Muhammad Ali Act like $30 million. It was a real lower level fighter or whatever. But yeah, they made a handshake agreement, and like the agreement was this, or it was written, whatever it was with WBA. No matter if it was a rematch, an IBF mandatory, Luis Ortiz got that shot versus Anthony Joshua next. So then they started playing with Anthony Joshua, and Luis Ortiz kind of bailed him out with the failed drug test. And then this is my theory on Anthony Joshua. What I call him Brasworth Pulev, but Kubrat Pulev had an article on Facebook or a message on Facebook. He said he wasn't physically ready to face Anthony Joshua. I think they still put him in position to sell tickets versus Anthony Joshua in Principality Stadium in Wales. All the way along, they knew Carlos Takam was going to step in and take that defense, and they gypped people for their money. I really believe they did that. Pulev said he was not in shape to take that fight. He knew he was going to take the fight, but he wasn't in shape for the fight. And I think it was no injury with Pulev. I think they just used Pulev to sell tickets, and they slid Takam in there. I think that's what it was.
And catch Takam off guard, not even knowing, letting him know you go fight.
I think he already knew the situation. They told him.
Oh, okay.
They told him
to get ready, huh?
They was like, be ready. You gonna slide in this fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? No way a guy. I don't care what type of shape you stay in. Quote unquote, the best heavyweight in the world. There's no way a guy takes him 9 rounds like that, like he did, and then he really didn't stop. he was already training. He already knew he was going to be the guy that used Puev to sell tickets. But obviously, Ortiz was ready to sue the WBA. Obviously, he failed the drug test. They suspended him quicker than quick. Didn't reinvestigate his drug test, but they consisted on that because they didn't reevaluate Lamont Peterson drug test when he failed. The IBF rolled with him, but the WBA is always quick, fast, and swift. So I will give them their credit on that. But Joshua wasn't trying to fight him. Oh, I got the IBF mandatory, then I got this. They wasn't trying to fight Luis Ortiz. Like Wilder said, I'm helping Anthony Joshua out by getting his mandatory off. But
Facts.
but yeah.
And
I mean,
I think that's why I think they got Jarrell Miller for another smoke screen as well, man. I think they're gonna try to use that as a slap in the face.
Yeah, basically what that is, reading between the lines, is this. Oh, we just want to test the market out with America. We're gonna have Anthony Joshua fight at the Brooklyn Barclays Center versus Jarrell Miller. And see that, in my opinion, it's very objective to see he's talking about, if Jarrell Miller has a good fight. What is a good fight or a great fight, in your opinion? That
right.
And he can go out there and knock on a dude out one punch. Oh, I need to see more. The war we're doing had an exciting fight of the year. You see what I'm saying? That's his prerogative. So when he used vague words like that, man, you got to pay attention to these guys like Eddie and all these guys. Eddie, Bob, Oscar De La Hoya is a little bit more honest. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. He's a fighter.
Yeah, he's a fighter. He's a little bit more. Floyd is honest. Obviously, he's helping Deontay openly dunk Vasily Lomachenko. So the fighters are a little bit more honest, man. I mean, I ain't mad at him. He's 23 years old. I got a video coming out about Tank that's very interesting, and about the WBA again that's very interesting. So after this, y'all stay tuned for that. But
I'm looking forward to it. I sure dropped one about Tank, but that's for another story.
This is breaking news. So I'm dropping on that breaking news.
Okay.
But it's crazy. But at the end of the day, I think for these fights, a little bit technical. I think the jab is going to be very, very important for both guys, and especially for Ortiz for trying to get inside. The jab is going to be vital for him because to get Ortiz. What I know about Ortiz is, other than the Brian Jennings fight, I broke down several of his fights. Other than the Brian Jennings fight, he really don't trade with people. And with Wilder, you're going to have to take a look. People don't understand how awkward but how good Wilder is. And that's partly because of his physical attributes. Spilka did an excellent job of getting Wilder out of position and swinging wild. But the thing about the Spilka fight is he's a southpaw as well. He was never able to get a clean punch on Wilder to really hurt him. It wasn't the fact that Spilka didn't have the power to hurt Wilder. His punches was grazing, they wasn't accurate. And everybody talk about punching power. It's accuracy that really gets you in leverage. And nobody really can get a big leverage shot on Wilder because he's so long and tall. You see what I'm saying?
I try to tell people, bro. That's my whole theory of that too. Like, when even when you look at Ortiz's last fight, I'm quite sure you saw it. You saw how he was leaping off his feet, bro, trying to get in and was trying to hit old boy. I kept saying that, like, this dude stay leaping off his feet, and he was telegraphing his punches like hell, man. So I'm looking at him like, man, even Wilder knew. That's why Wilder made that statement. Like, I know they brought this guy in to try to mimic me. Yeah, make him my style. But where the athleticism at? Where the power at? So even looking at that, bro, I'm looking at Ortiz, and I'm like, man, if you jump off your feet against Wilder, bro, he's going to calm your ass. You're going to sleep, which I still got him going to sleep in the fight. But like I say, Wilder know how to keep dudes at bay with that jab, which people don't pay attention to. Don't get me wrong, Spilka did get in, and like you say, Spilka got him off his little pivot and made him, force him to do some things he ain't want to do. But at the end of the day, that equalizer still prevail at the end of the day. And with my guy Gerald Washington had the size and the length. You know what I mean? And I'm looking at King Kong Ortiz. He do not place his foot in the right places, bro. But at the same time, I still see him telegraphing his punches so much. Like he throwing that jab. Wilder go come over that jab, bro. That 1-2 gonna be so strong. And I just feel like once he feel Wilder power, it's gonna change his whole game plan, bro. It's really gonna be he gonna be hesitant to throw. He gonna be watching out for what Wilder got coming, and that's how I think the fight gonna change. And I just feel like Wilder go catch him, man, and knock him out. Wilder go keep that jab in his face, and especially like when I just saw the Stavern fight, bro, and how Wilder was just how sharp he was. He was sharp as hell in that fight, bro, and he meant it. Like that boy was sharp and strong, bro. You can tell every punch had some power on it. So I'm looking forward to see how Luis Ortiz take that power, bro. And I'm looking forward to see how his game plan to get in on the inside on Wilder. That's my whole thing with Ortiz.
Yeah, and one thing I noticed about the Spilka knockout for Wilder, I was watching tonight. I talked about it in the prediction video. Was the fact that he did something that other fighters should have done. The other fighters should do versus southpaw. You want to move to the southpaw's lead hand and get your foot outside their lead foot. And once he did that and kind of moved away from Spilka's straight left hand, and he went towards his jab, and then he came about foot placement. And but like I said, you could hear in the fight with Ronnie Shields. Ronnie Shields is one of the best trainers out there. He told Spilka, all right, he said, "Now you fading." And all Spilka was doing was fading. He wasn't even. He was just trying to get Wilder off balance and try to get Wilder to commit and throw something crazy. And even when Wilder squared up and throw stuff crazy, his length and height at 83.5-inch length
bailed him out.
Yeah, you can't get a clean shot on him, and you add in the speed and athletic ability and the height. You can't get a clean fight. And Ronnie told Arthur, he was like, you know what? It's time for you to go inside. And he went inside and had some success. But every punch he punched, he's the same height as Ortiz at like 6'4".
Yep.
He was reaching. Like when you punching up at a guy, or even when you punching down like Robert Houston Jr. versus Shavakov, it takes something off your punches. And nobody is able to get a clean shot on Deontay Wilder that's, not close to his height.
Yep, like you say, with the close distance and getting forward range, because you got to have that distance and forward range to really get all the leverage on that punch, even with the heavyweights. And if you can't get that, it's a problem.
Yeah, and the thing that can bail out Ortiz, which can be a gift and a curse, like I mentioned in my prediction video, was the fact that his body punching. He really a one-handed fighter, in my opinion. People need to understand what I'm saying with this. I'm not worried about his right hand. He got a good right hook to the body. His right hook to the head is, you know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about it. I take my chances getting hit with that. They getting hit with that left hand. And the left hand that he brings, the straight left hand that he brings, he the same as Adonis Stevenson. It ain't as potent as Stevenson's left hand at like heavyweight. But all he wants to do is jab. He wants to feint, get you out of position, jab, double jab, triple jab, come over the top with the left hand. And once he jump off his feet and square with that left hand, and Wilder is able to really, hopefully he learned with Spilka that he steps to the lead hand, that right hand, when you get that left foot outside of that guy's lead foot, you shoot the right hand down the middle. I mean, it's over. And I like Deontay Wilder's, right hook. I think the right hook may be the table setter for him. But I think Ortiz body work, if he's going to, like, let's say, all right, what does Ortiz have to do to win? What you think about that?
My thing he have to do to win, he got to find a way inside, like you say, to the body, bro. And he gonna have to try to stop Wilder movement. You know what I'm saying? You got to stop Wilder movement because Wilder is a good mover. And like you say, he measure your ass with that stick. So Ortiz gonna have to try to cut that ring off, bro. He'll have to try to force his way in, and he gonna have to try to take it to give it. That's like my whole thing on Ortiz. He got to try to take it to give it, bro, because that's the only way I can see him getting in on Wilder and really getting a hard shot to really land a hard, like get leverage on the shot to really land the shot. You're gonna have to take one to give it, bro. And could he take it? That's my whole thing with him. He gonna have to take it to give it, cut that ring off, try to force his way in, like you say, with the body work. Even with the body work, you leave yourself open for a shot. Because Wilder he go zero in on that shit. So my whole thing with him is come in, bro, try to catch Wilder blocking or something, try to force him back to the ropes, and try to go to the body and land some up top. That's my assessment on how Ortiz can try to get Wilder and get in on him, just push him back to them ropes.
Yeah, 5'3" Lion said Wilder had to cut the ring off on Ortiz. I think it's gonna be Ortiz having
Wilder got to cut the ring off on Ortiz. Is you crazy?
Yeah, I think he planned on Ortiz kind of trying to flip the script like some fighters do. Maybe like how John Jackson did Jermell and kind of went from
try to force Wilder to come forward.
That might be a smart game plan, low key, but you giving Wilder leverage.
But Wilder still gonna keep that. Yeah, he's still gonna keep that range of distance on him. Man, like he gonna come in and give up his height.
Yeah,
Wilder don't never give up his height.
No, that's one thing he don't hunch over. So like I said, I think it's gonna have to be like the jab to the chest and maybe a right hook or something that's going to get him in. He don't have a good upper body movement like Spilka. People want to say, well, Wilder struggle with a southpaw. Spilka, he came with some crazy head movement, but that really didn't equate to nothing because it's hard to hit.
Right, and they got to give Spilka credit for having nuts and guts, bro. Because Spilka, like I say, Spilka was willing to take it, bro, to give it. Spilka went there like, fuck you. Yeah, he like, fuck it. You gonna knock me the fuck out or I'm coming. Ortiz don't got that type of mentality. Especially with like he got that boxing mentality, try to come in and try to catch you with that jab till you open up. And don't get me wrong, he do throw combination punches, but it ain't gonna work on Wilder because Wilder ain't gonna be right there for him to throw combination punches on. Like
If
you
he
say,
throw combination punches and reach, he gonna get knocked the fuck out. If he had to
exactly.
win, if I had to draw a game plan of him to win, it'd be basically keeping his lead foot on Wilder's outside foot and trying to come with that straight left, and he gonna have to come off. He gonna have to lead with that left hook at some point because he's very predictable. He wants to come off the double or the triple jab or single jab so much, and nobody's biting on there. His jab comes up short. I was watching the Tony Thompson fight, and Tony Thompson was fat and out of shape for that fight. He didn't train. He took it on short notice. And Thompson was having some success with him.
Exactly.
Some success with him. And he was just lunging with that left hand, like just lunging. You know, and honestly, Tony Thompson don't punch like Wilder, but it's easier to take chances with Tony Thompson than his Wilder. So I think for Ortiz, is going to be some jabs to the chest or the stomach and coming over the top.
Mm-hmm.
Or doing something different. You know, for him, if he get on the inside, he got to stay there. And then this is the $1 million question with Luis Ortiz. How much did the performance-enhancing drugs allegedly help him with his stamina? You heard Latif Coyote say, I knew something was wrong in the fight. He was not getting tired. So what like people think like performance-enhancing drugs, it's a very, very broad meaning to that. Some things that's banned, that's considered a performance-enhancing drug, is something that you, me, Joe Smo, girl Christina take, and it's something that you buy over the counter at GNC. Some people get it confused. Like Jalen Love got popped for diuretic. People were saying it's steroid. Diuretic simply gets the water off your body and help you cut weight. So it depends on what he was taking.
Like
and he said, "Oh, I had a
banned substance, not just performance enhancement."
Yeah, it could be a banned substance. It could be like, I took it. He said I had blood pressure, whatever, like that, yada yada that. But when you get the Vada, this is why I call horseshit on that. Not only because he's a repeat offender, you get Vada forms. How hard is it to tell your manager or your advisor we're taking
blood pressure pills,
write it on the script? Oh, I didn't think nothing of it. Come on.
But you put everything else, but you don't put your blood pressure pill. And we know blood pressure pills. When you take blood pressure pills, you really need them. So that's something that you got to take. So why won't you tell them something that you really have to take? You know what I mean? Like, you really have to take blood pressure pills.
And what's crazy about that? After Latif Coyote fight, he was supposed to have been enlisted into random drug testing.
What's that?
Louise. He was supposed to, after he got popped for Latif Coyote, he was supposed to get a lot of drug. I mean, some type of random drug testing, but David Price went in on him today. He said, "Man, that cheating, Wilder gonna smash him in 3 rounds." I mean, Tony Bellew went in on him. A lot of people supporting Wilder because from the UK, they frown on that cheating that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Did you hear what Tony Bellew told David? Hey, you didn't want no part of Wilder. You didn't mention his name. He told I wouldn't either. Told you, see him? He's a big motherfucker.
What's so funny about that is people keep showing that uppercut that David Hay landed. You would think he'd have knocked Deontay Wilder out the ring. Wilder kept fighting.
Oh yeah. And that's when my guy said too. I think it was Chamberlain. The dude just fought a Cody, bro. He said I was in the gym when David Hay hit Wilder with that shot. He said he hit him with that shot, and you would think anybody else be ready to get out the ring. He said Wilder, he's like, something wrong with that dude, man. He kept coming, like, yeah, come on. That's why I say they don't know the heart and the grit of that man, bro. They're just thinking.
They don't know about that Southern power, dog.
That Southern power, I'm telling you.
That pride. They got a certain pride and sweat. I don't know if they consider the Nebraska the South, but Crawford and Earl
Nebraska the Midwest.
With Earl Spence and him carry that similar type of pride. But yeah, would it shock me if Ortiz? I'm gonna just say that. Would it shock me if Ortiz won? Absolutely not. I'd be the first person to say it. It wouldn't shock me. I'm gonna say why it wouldn't shock me. It wouldn't shock me because I don't rate any heavyweight that good. I really don't. I don't look at them like I look at
the welterweight division.
Welterweight, or I look at Inouye, or I look at Ryan Burnett, or I look at Mikey. I don't look at them in the same type of way, in the same type of skill set. In the division, in the rules for the heavyweight division is different from any other division out there.
Because in the heavyweight division, we really know it really take one punch that can get your ass out of there. Like them boys,
you never be the same. Yeah. So I never put none of these. Heavyweights in You know, none of the top heavyweights. We know Joseph Parker is the youngest heavyweight champion right now. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, but I think Wilder confidence. I think I know it exudes from Wilder, but I think it exudes from the training. Because remember, this is a guy that didn't have an amateur background. His daughter was sick. He had a disability. He went out. He had 3 or 4 jobs. Needed something that paid. Burned boxing. I mean, and what else? Anthony Joshua the same way.
Yeah, but I look at Wilder though. I consider Wilder the number 1 heavyweight in the world. Like I say, it ain't that many heavyweights in the division. I did once have that. I had that respect for Ortiz. I did have it. And I ain't gonna say all the respect just left for him. Like I don't respect him, man. Like I said, I respect his grind. I respect he put the work in. But I don't feel that threat from him no more. Like the threat that I used to really see from Ortiz, I don't really see it, bro. And that's what I'm waiting to see. Like I'm waiting to see, is this Ortiz for real, bro? You know, due to whatever I don't even know what made me fall off that train of not having the threat. It could be the little steroid shit, but we gonna find out. The blood pressure. I ain't gonna say steroid because he never got popped for steroids. But
yes, he did. He got popped for steroids.
Yeah, I'm talking about for this time with Wilder. With Wilder.
Oh, with Wilder, he took him before.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
doubt.
he took it before then.
And
it was funny, David.
He got popped twice, right? He got popped twice. This would have been his third time.
Remember? Yeah, Latif Coyote, and then he got popped with Wilder, right?
Nuh-uh. Like he got popped twice before. Like this would have been his third pop. That's why Wilder said this the third time.
Oh, that's the other fight. Yeah, that's the fight that that was a no contest on this record as well, right?
Right. Yeah. That's what I was saying. That's what I say. I was just talking about this time around, like what made me lose the respect from him, like or having that love. Like, oh yeah, he's a dangerous fighter. Because I did rate him high at the heavyweight division. I was seeing everything he was doing. I'm like, damn, don't nobody want to fight this dude. But now it's like since time went past, and not just saying the performance he been putting on, because this last performance he got the knockout, but he didn't look good. The performance against Malik Scott, he couldn't stop Malik Scott from moving. Malik Scott was scared as hell. You know what I mean? Even the Dave Allen fight. Yeah, the Dave Allen fight. You know, he went in there on 2 weeks, and we know Dave Allen ain't all that. But he still took him some rounds, you know what I'm saying? So it's like his performances ain't been living up to that standard. And these dudes, you should be getting out of there, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, that's why I'm looking at Wilder. I'm looking at Wilder to go on there. And I'm looking for Ortiz to survive at least 5 rounds. But from the sixth to like the 8th, I'm looking for a knockout.
But you know,
this too though, CJ. I just want to say, do he leave first, bro? Like you say, do he really leave first?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
That's what I'm saying. That's my thing. He got to leave first.
If he close, he leave first. I thought you meant he leave with like a straight left.
No, I'm just saying in general. Like,
he can
get off first.
He can get off first.
You think?
But at this age and after this inactivity, can he pull the trigger?
Right. That's my thing. That's my whole thing with that. Could he pull the trigger, bro?
It's different pulling the trigger on somebody else. Roy Babineau says it was a fight after Jennings. You know, he got popped versus Coyote. Coyote was way before Brian Jennings.
I know he got caught with Coyote. That's what.
Yeah, that was right before Jennings.
Got popped before Coyote. He got popped before Coyote, not after.
Okay, that's one I didn't know. Yeah, I was looking at his resume today. He had a no contest. And Matt Valentine, shout out to Brick City, Jersey.
Yeah, shout out.
He said I know it's off subject, but we acknowledge the low numbers for Daddy Garcia. Yeah, we get to that at the end. We talk about Rios and Danny Garcia low numbers. I got a video coming up today.
Please, that's a address Ness. Please address Ness, the boxing voice.
What do you say?
He like, it's just how he like to downplay Earl with numbers, bro. Oh, Danny Garcia did this. You got to understand, Danny Garcia had Lamont Peterson in the ring. Danny Garcia had
Matisse on Mayweather Canelo Pepper card.
Yeah, Matisse. And then he just had Keith Thurman. So, of course, if you get Earl those fighters, he go do numbers as well. You know what I mean?
All I know is Earl Spence did 6.5 at the Olympics. Show me one of them niggas that did 6.5.
Exactly, and you know what? Ness tried to discredit that. Oh, we all know it's the Olympics. I'm like, Ness, is you for real, bro? Like, what the fuck is up with you and Earl Spence?
Well, Leonard Bundle. I mean, a lot of people ain't gonna sit there and watch that though. But at the end of the day,
exactly,
we get to it. But yeah, some of this Eddie Hearn stuff. I know a lot of people want to hear this, man. This dude is a snake. I mean, I ain't gonna say he's a snake. He doing his job. You protecting your number 1 asset of Anthony Joshua.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you guys, okay, I was informed today. I can't remember the subscriber that told me. Shout out to him when you hear it. Said the Anthony Joshua deal with Showtime is up. He's with a fight-by-fight basis. That's why the Joseph Parker fight was up in the air as far as what network was going to carry it. Showtime beat him out. But my hypothesis on this is, or My thinking on this is with Eddie is this. I believe that Eddie Hearn already got a deal signed up for Anthony Joshua to go to HBO. That's why Danny Jacobs was able to get a 5 or 6 fight deal with HBO. I think that's why he from Mel Miller. He was able to get a deal with HBO. So what you think about that?
I believe he going to HBO as well, bro. Ain't no way. Like you see, he got Jacobs on it. What is it? Is it a 3-fight deal with HBO?
No, it's like a 6.
Damn, is that many?
I think Andre Rozier said it was a 6 or a 5. I think he was selling that to
So
the
yeah,
boxing boys. I think it was somebody. Yeah.
Yeah, so if he got that long, I'm quite sure then Klitschko and Joshua was on HBO, right? Or was that Showtime?
That was a Showtime, but HBO
Showtime,
had the
yeah.
replay.
Right. So I look at it as that's a signal in itself, bro. I'm quite sure, but here you can't. And I just feel like this. I don't think you can do both networks. I think you have to once you come over, and I know you think you're Eddie Hearn. You got the smooth talk. You coming over from the UK.
Hold on, real quick. Let me hold you. The replay was in Klitschko's favor, by the way. Huh? That was the replay was for Vladimir Klitschko ties to HBO.
Oh, okay. So it was a little.
It was basically the replay went to Klitschko.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, I got you. Yeah. So looking at that, it's like you got to pick one, especially with the Cold War with Showtime and HBO. I don't think they're gonna be going back and forth. Like you got Anthony Joshua over there. That's your big asset. Like you say, no, we ain't just gonna be dealing with Danny Jacobs, and we know Danny Jacobs ain't pulling in no big ass numbers. Even though I fuck with Danny Jacobs, his numbers ain't that big. So we're not gonna be letting Showtime get all these big ass numbers with my dude Anthony Joshua, and it's damn sure gonna be animosity. Just say the Joshua and the Wilder fight happened, it's gonna be animosity, bro. Ain't no way they gonna be looking out for you that much and let you take that fight to Showtime and they don't get a piece of that. You know what I mean? And especially
at the end of the day, they're gonna try to get that's gonna try to put another barrier between Joshua and Wilder going over to HBO. But keep going.
Oh, yeah, but that's why I say it's just signs and symbols, bro. If we smart and we pay attention, you pay attention to the signs and symbols. Wherever you got one of your fighters signed to the longest, that's what network you really gonna be riding with. Especially like you say, you just got insight on the Showtime deal being up with Anthony Joshua. Maybe HBO didn't want to pick it up. They didn't. You know what I'm saying? They had the money to carry it at the moment. So
they simply could have. They simply could have been outbidded. They simply could have been outbidded, and then
Yeah, like you say, they waiting on a long-term contract, not no one-fight deal. Like they ain't gonna come with just no one fight, then. So I feel like I feel like he gonna have a contract drew up with Anthony Joshua with HBO. He already talking about Peter Nelson already, so that's the only name I hear. I don't see him talking about Steven Espinoza that much. I see him always mentioning Peter Nelson name.
That dude is trash, man. Bring Ken Nelson. Yeah, he trash, bro.
Yeah, Ken Hershman coming back. I don't think so, bro. But
Ken Hershman was better. He was trash.
I agree. I agree 100%. But I just feel like as much as I see him talking about Peter Nelson, I don't see him talking about Steven Espinoza that much. I think that's a sign in the summer. So yeah, he gonna have something drawn up with HBO if he survive over here in the US. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he might already have something drew up already. I believe it might just be maybe this is leverage. See, look, he going back to Showtime. We're gonna need this extra money, or we're gonna need you to sign this dude to a deal. We're gonna need this many fights. Without Eddie Hearn, HBO really will be on life support. But they Time Warner sold them to AT&T, so he is in a transition phase. But yeah, then he gets to Danny Jacobs, like we want to make we want to fight the Canelo winner, the Golovkin Canelo winner, and Peter Nelson, comes up behind Eddie and says, "Well, it's up to the Polish guy that Danny's fighting." Excuse me, Danny Jacobs. Yes, Salukio, and he knocks out Hugo Centennial Jr. for everybody that know. He's still ranked at 144. So it ain't a bad matchup. But yeah, he said, it's up to them two to punch their tickets to make a demand for Golovkin and Canelo. Look here, bro. I talked about it earlier. Peter Nelson, you fucking idiot. Why would you invest money in Demetrius Andrade? Why would you invest money in Jacobs? Andrade's not gonna fight Jacobs because of the close relationship. I think he should train with Rozier. Jajenko not gonna fight Jacobs because they both train with Rozier. Y'all don't want to fight with Jamal Charlo and get him a deal. I got to deal with Canelo and Golovkin. And then who else you got? I mean, basically you
ain't gonna get the and what Billy Joe said, they really didn't want to fight me because he went and signed with Eddie Hearn on that part.
So basically, you didn't get Billy Joe Saunders. You didn't get him a lucrative deal where you can kind of control him real quick. You didn't do none of that. Basically, what you did is sign a whole bunch of middleweights to keep him away from premier boxing champions and keep him away from top ranked boxing. That's exactly what they did because they not fighting each other.
Exactly.
Andrade got a 3-fight deal. You know, Golovkin and Canelo, they probably just on, you know, they tied to them. Kovalev is tied over there, even though he's not in the division. So at the end of the day, you giving all these dudes deals. Didn't want to re-up with Andre Ward, and that was a part of the reason why Andre retired.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want to show him the money. But at the end of the day, you sign all these dudes, you waste the money, you hurting boxing, they're not going to fight each other. He says that Golovkin and Canelo is going to do a rematch. They're going to do a third fight. So how's these guys talking about, look, Oscar was talking about a rubber match. So these guys are talking about a rubber match before the second fight even be announced. And in the press conference this February 27th, shout out to my homeboy Edwin. So, and then Golovkin, I mean, this dude want to be low skin so bad. He just signed a deal with Tecate today.
Who was that?
Golovkin. He signed a deal with Tecate, the beer,
okay.
I think.
Okay, yeah, the beer, yeah. With Golovkin, bro, Golovkin, can I be honest, just really honest, bro? I think Golovkin time to be, Golovkin. No, I'm just saying, just in general, Golovkin time to be a superstar is past. He is not gonna be. Golovkin can be Canelo, bro. He still is not gonna take that thunder. He's still not gonna take Canelo thunder, bro. Like his time to be a superstar has passed, bro. And now with the way your coach talking, like you could have easily, like you chased Canelo so much, and like to be real, like he was screaming Canelo name when Canelo was at 154. He wasn't even 160 pounder, bro. But he didn't want to make no effort to go down, and he didn't want to make no effort to go up.
What they say after the Prosper fight, we'll fight anybody from 154 pounds to 175. Then he reneged and say 168 pounds. So go ahead.
Yeah. So and they never wanted to make no adjustments to go up or go down. Only person he say he'd go to 154 for was Mayweather. I'll go for Mayweather. That's it. Like when Canelo wanted to fight, Pacquiao, of course. But it's like they didn't want to bend or break for nothing, bro. It's just like, oh, we here, we there. And we got to remember, Canelo never fought at 160, even when he won the belt. I ain't finna get into the Chavez fight. Even when he won the belt, bro, he fought. Right, exactly. Fought Amir Khan at 155, fought Cotto at 155, right?
For 155, Cotto at 155, Khan at 155.
Yeah, so man never really fought at 160. So.
Irizarry Lara for 155.
Yeah, so I understand that when they were saying, okay, it's the middleweight belt. Okay, we ain't gonna budge this and that. But at the end of the day, it's politics and it's boxing. Y'all don't run it, man. Y'all don't run it. And I think that's where Canelo kind of got a beef with the WBC as well, too. You know what I mean? Because it's like, y'all think y'all go force me to go up here and fight this, man. After I win this belt, y'all go force me to say I got to fight Triple G next. You know what I mean? He's like, I ain't having this shit. I'll vacate this belt before y'all go think y'all go run me. And only thing y'all want is money at the end of the day, just like they showing now. Only thing they want is money, bro, by doing what they did with Keith Thurman.
It's rumored that they may be creating a super champion like the WBA. Can you fucking believe that?
Yeah, that's why Keith Thurman talking about that.
Yeah, super champion, a diamond champion. What up, man? Man, this is my Tank video, man. Make sure y'all watch it after this video process.
I'm waiting, brother. I'm waiting.
Watch this news about Gervonta Tank Davis that I got in the WBA. But yeah, I mean, you said create the demand. Peter Nelson is a fucking idiot. He ain't even a decaf. We got to get another name for him. And you know, Eddie Hearn is holding up hope for Danny Jacobs to get a Triple G or Canelo fight. That's all it is. So they basically gonna waste Danny Jacobs. Danny Jacobs getting free money to fight mid-level fights.
I don't see it, bro. To be honest with you, I don't see Danny Jacobs getting the winner of Canelo and Triple G. Because first of all, the Triple G win, like you say, Canelo gonna want a rubber match, and Canelo go get whatever Canelo wants. Now, I mean, if Triple G win, he talking about the Billy Joe Saunders fight, about unifying all this. So, man, I don't see the making of. That was just a scam to get that boy to start something over here and have something to start with over in the U.S., but have somebody with a name. That's what that was, bro.
And then the thing about it is what Billy Joe Saunders is. Billy Joe Saunders not gonna wait for them. Look, it's gonna be a rematch. You know, let somebody get knocked out like cold and life changing, and somebody shaking on the canvas and the stretcher. You know, minus that, if they finish on their feet, it's gonna be a third fight because honestly, where do these guys go at the middleweight division?
Exactly,
if Billy Joe Saunders move up and fight George Groves like they're talking about, and George Groves somehow end up he becomes healthy or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He don't get the finals in the World Box Super Series tournament. He get a tune-up. Say he'd be back by December. Billy Joe Saunders gonna fight George Groves because that's big money. That's the same amount of money he gonna get versus Golovkin.
That's big money, bro.
So
Especially in the UK.
yeah, that's a title belt, make you a 2-weight division champion. Then they probably rematch that, and then he can fight Callum Smith, who might have a belt at that point, or something like that. So he got Frank Warren already got a backup plan for him.
Exactly. And it ain't with these USA boys.
So then, and the only thing that HBO can offer Daniel Jacobs is the fact that, okay, you rank highly in the WBO. I'm about to say exactly where you rank. You rank highly in the WBO, okay? So we can get you the WBO championship belt. You still not gonna be able to unify with
guy, right?
Yep, right. And that's if he's vacating to move up. And he's number 3rd in the WBO. Andrade is number 2. Saul Canelo Alvarez is number 1, which if he beats Gennady Golovkin, he'll have the IBF and WBA. So he really don't care about that. He'll have his 2 belts. And that's important for them to have the belts. Is the fact that makes your fight a little bit more premium, and you can knock up the ticket prices to have a belt. He got 2 belts. He's going to be happy with those 2, but he probably Eddie said, after the Triple G thing, it's going to be Spike O'Sullivan or the David Lemieux winner down the line. Then he'll fight Ryota Murata, who beating it down. He's going to be protected for a long time. And he's going to end up retiring. He ain't going to stay there. The reason these guys can probably fight a third fight is the simple fact that there's no other options. If Billy Joe Saunders not looking like the cherry pick that he once looked like, 2 or 3 years ago on December 16th, that's not Billy Joe Saunders no more. He's active. He's happy. He's fluid. He's slick. He everything that Golovkin don't want. He got a chin. He bare knuckle fought. That's the gypsy lifestyle. That's why they was banned out the UK. They don't want Jamal Charlo. And y'all people that say who Jamal Charlo then fought. Hey, I look at the fact if you got to bring up a guy who has he fought, he don't deserve a fight. If it's like that, go ahead and face your mandatory. You fought every other mandatory. Or you fought every other fighter. If he's just such an easy fighter like that. Why I don't see why you just don't fight him and get him out the way. There's no other way. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I don't think Triple G don't want that fight, bro. He don't want that Bill Joe Saunders fight no more. All Triple G is padding his pockets. That's all he's doing.
Yep, he on him, and I can't be mad at the guy for paper chasing. You 36. Your career was mishandled. Your career was mishandled.
Who's the biggest name at 160? Canelo. So why fool around with all these other fighters when you got the biggest name right here? Where you can get 3 fights and pull a Marcos Madonna and ride off to the sunset.
Because he don't want to go. He don't want to go up to 168. I'm trying to tell you that right now.
He not going, bro. If he was gonna go up,
hell no, they too big up there. They too big. Ramirez 6'3". Benavidez sparred him. He's 6'2.5". Jesse Hart is 6'3". Caleb Plant is a good fighter. He's still improving. I mean, it's too much up there. Groves, I think Groves is getting a nice battle at this point in his career.
Groves showed a lot, boy.
Unless they can salvage Eubanks Jr. and get some squeeze some money out of him. But like Sports Brotherhood say, Eubanks let a nigga down. Hell yeah, he let us down. We talked about that.
He let us down so much. I don't think he got nothing coming with Triple G. Eubanks. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
He can't punch.
Against Triple G.
He can't punch.
Especially at 168. If he come down to 160 now, I give him a chance. But he still don't show nothing. Like he don't show no skills. He don't show nothing. Like that was so sad. I'm like, come on, bro, you gotta throw a jab out there and try to set something up.
Hey, what made me mad about the situation is he trained with Floyd Senior every now and again, but
yeah, you heard what Floyd Senior said about him. He said he a good fighter, but his pops gonna hold him back. Them Floyd Senior words. He's like, I don't like his pops too much, but the son he can fight. But yeah,
that's deep. I mean, they probably be training. He probably be getting in the way and stuff of that nature. But yeah, I'm gonna go through these questions real quick. I'm gonna start off from the top. Matchroom USA isn't doing shit in the States. This tunnel vision. The methods they use in the UK won't work in the States. Only thing that sells are big fights, and that he won't make. And that's an excellent point because his father Barry Hearn said that. He said the U.S. market is the hardest market to crack. Yes, because we have stuff to do in the United States. I'm not trying to shit on the UK. Y'all got, y'all soccer, football, and y'all got, whatever else y'all got.
I said all the time, bro.
Over here, it's a variety. I mean, if it ain't football, it's basketball. If it ain't football and basketball, college, it's baseball. If it ain't Major League Baseball, it's college baseball. I mean, we can go out, and we way bigger than the UK. I mean, you can go out with casinos, titty bars. It's so much to do in the United States, and a lot of people are not gonna stop their time.
I'm gonna say like this, CJ, to sum it up. The UK is a country, bro. They are a country. They look, and I give it to them. They're a country. They stick behind each other. America is a machine, man. It's just too much going on all through the day and night. It look like the UK. You can shut that place down at once when the Queen say you can't shut down America.
No,
Like
not with them
it ain't
cameras.
happening, bro.
That's why I be drinking so much. I ain't mad. I'm gonna try to take a trip out there when Trump get up out there. I ain't going nowhere out the country to Trump league. I want Ortiz to win, but I don't see it happening. He's good but slow. Deontay is sloppy but fast and hard. That's Hazim, the ministry. Shout out to him. Jose was good. What up, bro? What's up, Angel Santos? Tunnel Vision Matchroom is going to take Joshua to HBO. Yeah, we just discussed that. Shout out to Tunnel Vision. Got any more questions? I'm going through them right now. Y'all sitting here acting like Ortiz is a bum. Y'all begging Big Ape Nick. We not
I
Big
never
Ape.
said he was a bum, man. I
We
gave him
never
all the
said he
credit in the
said
world.
acting like a bum, but I mean at the end of the day, I mean his wife do look like she 80 years old, my dude. So he can't be too far from her. But just saying that he been inactive and pretty much he tailor made for
his performance ain't been showing me nothing.
But maybe he just pops out and be Superman and does that. I wonder what's the ticket on the draw with Ortiz and Wilder. Let me know something. What's the not Ortiz and Wilder, but with Golovkin and not Golovkin. What fight I'm Golovkin and Canelo too. I wonder what's the ticket on the draw. I might put 100. You might get 10 bands for 100 on that one.
if it end up on the draw again.
Hey, 100 might be a straight little play. I might be going out there. I'm definitely if Earl go ahead
make that play. I ain't gonna lie to you, I'll make that play, bro.
Why not? The dude that hit on the draw last time, he cashed in.
Man, I think I saw that too, bro.
Yeah, he cashed in. So he was the only dude leaving that boy. They hit the bank, so they ain't mind paying him.
I ain't gonna every time you
bet something like that. Yeah, go ahead.
I see Canelo winning that fight. I see them giving it to him, bro. I see them giving it to the bigger superstar. I just see it.
Hey, I don't want to hear no excuses. They already saying Golovkin. I don't want to hear nothing. He did it to himself by doing poor management. This is my boy Santos. Once Ortiz eats something big, jabs and gets cracked with about 60% right hand, he gonna backpedal and go be defensive. Wilder just needs to keep his power and punches tight and don't swing wide. Yep, that's about right.
Yeah, don't worry. Wilder power will carry to the 12th round. Don't worry about it, because Wilder don't exert himself to lose his power, so he gonna carry it.
Roy Babylon, you take.
Go ahead, read it.
Go ahead.
I even went online saying Ortiz might even be up on the cards, man, when he get his ass knocked out. But he getting knocked out. Yeah, that's what I got.
Yep. Hey, his wife look. No, I ain't trying to talk about his wife look. Oh, like I thought it was.
I never seen his wife. Yeah, I never seen.
Oh, she was. What fight was I watching? And she was there. It was the. I think it was the Brian Jennings fight. I think it was the Brian Jennings fight or the Tony Thompson fight.
How old is
it? Was one of them two.
How old is the boy fit to fight Badu Jack? Adonis Stevenson.
He 40.
40, yeah. So he older than Adonis Stevenson, bro. I'm sorry.
You know that melanin don't age though, so hey. He
all,
got a little melanin. He got that melanin.
And he working himself out too, bro. He killed me. He working out, staying in shape. So of course he can look like he about 35.
His wife was like, what's that one lady that was fucking with the dude from Oakland? The queen, what was her name? Griselda Blanco.
Oh,
she like Griselda Blanco. I swear to God, when she got old. She look. I say, yeah, this nigga every bit above. He every bit of 60, bro.
That boy say, Godmother, you put your hands on me again, I'm gonna fuck you up. Boy, you ain't gonna touch the Godmother.
Hell no. He said, I don't worry about them coming to my house, man. I made peace. I said, yeah, that dog get kicked in. Yeah, all that went out the window. It sound good. It sounds good.
Man, that was my favorite show, boy.
Hell yeah, they got I was watching this one thing on Showtime. Trade, that's a good show as well too.
I ain't never watched Trade, but I watch so much shit. I'll be going on. We gonna stick to this box.
I was wondering about Billions. I'm gonna go check that out. I mean, Showtime cracking though with the show. Man. Showtime catching up with HBO overall though. I give them that.
You a medieval dude? Because I'm a medieval. I'm a history dude, man. So I watch.
I'm more of a dope. I'm a dope fan. I'm a dope head, dope crackhead. Rob him, move the dope. I mean, that's The Wire.
So you watched all of Narcos then?
Oh, Narcos. I mean, shit, all that. But yeah, y'all got any more questions? Go ahead and shoot. We can talk about what Matt Valentine wants to talk about real quick. Talking about them shitty ass numbers that Rios and Danny Garcia did. What you think about that? Was like $550K or something like that.
And what was Earl? 600 or something, right?
Yeah, but they was talking
Earl,
cash about Earl one
yeah.
day.
So I'm waiting for Ness to come up with them numbers. I'm going.
They
I'm
was doing.
going.
They was on. Did you watch the show today? They was talking about it. I was watching a little bit of it.
I ain't see it today. I ain't see it, bro.
It wasn't
But
him.
I'm.
As I don't know. I don't know his new cast. I haven't been watching like
Yeah,
that. And
he
also,
got Matt the hipster. He got Enrique, and he got somebody else though. But Matt the hipster is that's his go-to guy for real.
so
Cause he the one came with.
yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, bro.
I was used
I was
to.
just gonna say Matt the hipster. He the one always coming up with the numbers and shit. So
It
yeah,
had it right with him. I remember I used to watch him when it was Beeb, Stuart Little called in. That was my
yeah,
man.
that yeah.
Little was
B
my man.
B
Yeah,
exposed Ness a little bit.
but no, he said that you had a lot of boxing on that night. I guess it was the hipster. You had a lot of boxing. A lot of people, it was too much boxing, and the card was like, I hate Vegas cards, especially Vegas pay-per-view cards, anything on the West Coast pay-per-view. I mean, the fight might not start at 12:30 Eastern
But
Standard.
they didn't mention the UFC pay-per-view was going on when Earl was fighting. They ain't mentioned that about Earl, but now you want to bring up the excuses for Danny Rios. See?
He been riding with Danny for a long time, though. I want to give a shout
Yeah.
out to
He Puerto Rican. He a
yeah,
Puerto
oh
Rican.
yeah.
Ness. You know what I'm
I
saying?
forgot, dog. Yeah, he been pushing Danny for a long time. He was even playing Danny
Yeah.
old week old rap song. But I don't rock with Cuz no more. But shout out to T Street. He's sick. His mama tweeted
Man, I
out.
rock with T Streets, bro. But
I don't rock
I
with him
heard
though.
he
Go
ain't
ahead.
in the coma, is he? I heard the man supposed to be in
No,
the
he
coma
got
or something.
no, it was he got the a flu. I don't think she meant coma, but yeah, or whatever it is.
I
It
pray
ain't that
that
I
man ain't in the
rock with
coma.
dude. Dude, just I don't man.
Nah, sometimes he thought he rubbed me the wrong way too. But I ain't gonna say I really rock with him because I don't really go to his shit like that. But I listen to him. But I just respect his hustle because I see them fall off and pick himself back up. I seen the motherfuckers kick him
Oh,
out the
yeah,
car.
yeah.
He came back in the truck on the edge. You know what I mean? So I respect the dude grind.
They kicked him out the car.
Nah, just saying he was with into
Oh
the
yeah,
arena
yeah,
and shit. Like you
they
know what I'm saying?
struggling over there. They
Yeah,
struggling. Everybody unsubscribed for them. He
yeah. I'm
did.
just saying.
He did keep him. He got the mouthpiece though. I give him that. But you talking about X's and O's and
See, just
boxing?
say they kicked him out the car. What the fuck he done?
Are you talking about X's and O's, man? I don't. Man.
Yeah.
He got the mouthpiece. He talk about boxing, but he don't really know the ins and outs. I
And let
will
me
say
tell you
that. But
about this.
go
So
ahead.
when do you come back? And now I'm just mimicking T Streak a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah, I be like, man, what
excuse
the
me.
hell is you talking about?
I
Yeah,
remember
so
Travis Gotti
it's like
was fake
it's
beefing.
crazy.
That shit was funny as hell.
Yeah, like everybody keep talking about Travis Scott. I like him a little bit, but I don't like the dude, man. That's a
I ain't
bad
never.
man.
I ain't never knew about it. I just caught him when he just went nuts.
Yeah,
He
especially when
was
you got
just
talking
on
about
some
Carissa
nuts
Shield.
shit. Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
he
on
just
some
went
nuts. He
crazy.
from here. He from Grand Rapids, Michigan. I think he from
Yeah, I know.
Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Yeah, my dude from Grand Rapids, I be rocking with him. Q City, he told me about him and shit, saying, yeah, the dude just went crazy, man. He was getting his money. He got to telling people how much money he was making on YouTube. He don't need this. All he got to do is this. Like, then he hooked up with that boy Thunderdome Boxing. I really stopped. I said, partner. You really going. I hate I even said his name on earth. But
I don't
yeah.
even know. Oh, he the dude that had the little Thunder boxing group and shit. They kicked me out
Yeah.
though. I ain't did shit. But yeah, but yeah,
See,
he
that's how I do this.
a bit
That's how I
nuts.
do
Yeah,
this.
he went a little bit nuts, dog. Like I was like, I ain't know shit about him. But that was right when I think he went crazy because that's when YouTube cut him off.
Oh, okay.
Because once they went to the new monetization rules, he wasn't gonna survive that.
Right, you're right.
His fucking channel probably got demonetized. It had to.
Yeah, that's probably what happened
They
too.
kept blocking him. Yeah. If you get once they came up with that monetization, it messed with a lot of people bankroll because if they reviewed your channel and you had material
Supposed to be on there. That ain't yours. Copyright.
you saying stuff or you cussing too much or you talking about a topic. That's why you don't see ads on a lot of bigger channels like that no more.
Well, that's why I'm not get that 1,000 subscribers. I'm gonna switch it all the way up.
You better
This
switch it
nigga
up
need to
now
say
because they
curse
look at your
word.
shit. They gotta put you on the review.
Oh yeah, I know.
See, I waited.
I went through the little thing already.
I waited so long for they gonna reevaluate you and re-review you.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they
Damn. Straight up.
yeah. Hell yeah, I read. They sent me an email today from my other channel. Oh yeah.
Oh shit. YouTube ain't bullshit though.
Oh, they don't want to pay the little dude for real though. But anybody got any questions? We gonna speak on this Rios. But the thing about Rios and Garcia, let's just stop cherry picking. Let's stop. Hey, keep doing this, y'all. I got a video coming. Keep doing this. Keep taking your viewerships away. If it ain't a fight, if it really ain't a good fight, you can watch the card because it'll tell you exactly what the numbers of Rios and Garcia or a fight, the main event do. If you want to see a fight on there, it's no harm, no foul. Watch the fight. But when the main event come on one of these mismatches, No, man. Keith Thurman, what they pulled with Keith Thurman today? Hey, don't support Keith Thurman no more. I hate to say that.
Bro, I hate to say it too, bro. I swear on my life, CJ. But I had to say it too. I'm like, you know what, bro? I'm at the points where I'm like, man, I don't give a fuck. If he can fight Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, man, I'm not watching, bro. That's crazy, man. I hate to say that too, bro. Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, and it's like it gets to the point like if we only could hurt them where they hurt their pockets at, and where it hurt their
Hey,
pockets
man.
is those viewerships, man. It's those viewerships, and I'm not giving my viewerships to them no more. I'm keeping it true. Like it's hard for you to do it and say it though, but when it
Yeah,
get
bro.
hot, I'm gone, bro. I'm definitely trying to go to Dallas, Texas for Earl fight, man. I'm definitely
Yeah.
gonna support what he do.
I was thinking about
So
making that trip too. I'm like, man, I want,
oh,
but
it's
if I make
cheap.
that trip, I got to pay for somebody else to come with me and shit. I'm thinking like,
It's cheap
damn,
though. It's cheap. It's cheap. Like I mean, like $800 cheap for like 3 nights with flight.
with like round trip.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, it's mad cheap, bro. And you closer than me, so yeah, you might take us. I doubt if you have to make a stop or two, but yeah, it's mad cheap. Like use Travelocity, dog.
Yeah,
That shit the
well,
dope.
know what my dude stopped? He had to stop her, and I think it's just one flight because he was going back to Dallas, so he ain't. I forgot where. I think he went to. Did he fly home? Yeah, he flew back home. He flew back. He from Saginaw, Michigan. I think he had to stop in Missouri from Saginaw and take that flight to Dallas. That's what I think he
You know
did.
what I'm saying? Yeah. So at the end of the day, I mean,
And he going to that fight, man. That way I can be linking up with you, him, and Correa out in that thing, man. It can be something popping out there.
Tunnel Vision says, "Do you think Thurman next card? Yeah, it's already in Brooklyn. Tunnel Vision, Thurman next card is in Brooklyn. It's part of a double venue, double
Yeah,
feature.
May 19th. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
set already.
I don't know what's gonna be first. Stevenson and Blue Jack is that's one of the fights, and then Thurman got the other fight. But at the end of the day, man,
They probably show
Thurman knew
Thurman ass
this.
first,
Look.
man.
Yeah. Thurman. It depends. I think they both on Eastern Standard Time. So, but Thurman knew this though. He knew. Hey, the Marissa Suleiman said, "Yeah, we've been talking to Keith Thurman." And Thurman confirmed that he'd been talking to them. He already knew what was going on, bro.
Bro,
He
I'm
knew.
telling
That's why
you,
he was acting excited.
when he was at that table when he was at that table with that boy Sean Porter, and he said, I might want to fight Danny Garcia next. He said, you ain't got no obligation to fight Danny Garcia. He said, you sure, pimp? You sure? Like you say, he knew, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, that dude, he
Right.
like only I know my future. The dude know what's going on, bro. He milking that shit to the end.
Yes, and he about to get cashed out before he fight Earl. Cause look, this is gonna be the situation for him. All right, he fight a tune-up, maybe Victor Ortiz, Devin Hazard, whoever it may be.
Right.
Then he got to do 2 mandatory defenses. They did Jamel Charlo the same way. When he got a vacant belt, he had to fight Hatley and he had to fight Lubin.
Little bit. Yeah.
Yup. So he got to make 2 mandatory defenses. Okay, Sean Porter. And I
But
watched the Sean
will
Porter
he fight
fight.
them back to back though, bro? You see what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
go
he
ahead,
got
bro.
to. He
Oh,
got
okay.
to. He got to fight him
Okay.
back to back. It's two
Okay.
back. So why
Okay.
wouldn't he? Because he know he gonna beat both of them.
Right.
Sean gonna bring a straight purse. Danny gonna bring a straight purse. And the reason Kell Brook beat Sean Porter better than Danny than Keith did is because Sean Kell Brook was smarter with his game plan. I heard Keith Thurman say something. He said we got a saying at the St. Peter's Boxing Gym: punch with a puncher, hook with a hooker. I said, why
With a
would you hook
hooker.
with a hooker? Why would you hook? If you come straight down the middle with straight punches versus Sean Porter, you knock him out.
Yeah.
That's what Kell Brook did. Kell Brook was 1-2, right hook, maybe a left hook, grab, spin out, 1-2,
What he tried.
jab, jab.
And
Yep, go
look, he
ahead.
tried to use that. My bad, bro. I'm sorry. He tried to use that same shit against Earl Spence too. That's why what's the coach, Dominic Ingram? Remember he's in the corner with Earl. He talking about when you get him, grab him, turn him. He couldn't do that. That's why I say against Sean Porter, bro. That's why I say Sean Porter gonna beat Danny Garcia because to beat Sean Porter, like you say, you got to stop him in his tracks with that strong ass jab. Kell Brooks' jab was so fucking strong, bro. I remember when that boy Sean Porter tried to jump in, bro, and that jab stuck his ass, bro. Like it stopped everything. I say, God damn, that boy's strong. I say, man, and credit I was going for Kell Brook and Sean Porter beat Devin Alexander for that belt. So yes, I was on record to say
I was
that. I
mad.
was on record to say that.
David was
And
my
then,
boy. I was going
and
for
then,
Sean
and
though.
then
And
Kenny
how you
Porter
go?
pissed me
Go
off
ahead.
though. You can quit whenever you want to, Devin. You can stop. I'm like, this motherfucker, my nerve. I hate him and his daddy. I want both of them to lose. I was happy
And
as
not
hell
even
when
it wasn't
Kell
even
Brook
that.
beat
It
that
wasn't
man.
even that though. The thing about him was this though. They called Timothy Bradley on how the angles they used to beat Devin Alexander. That was
I didn't
so
even
fuck.
know that, bro.
Yes, bro. They called Joel Diaz and Timothy Bradley
You
for tips
serious?
on how to be Devin. I swear to God, look it up. I swear, I put that on everything I love.
Oh man, I'm making a
They
video. Thank
so
you.
weak. They so weak, bro. For that, I was a Devin fan. I remember Alexander and Brooke was supposed to fight in the Masonic Temple, but I think Devin
Man,
got hurt this time.
called off twice, bro. That's the time Devin got hurt with the shoulder.
Yeah, but Kell Brook had called off twice before that. Yeah, and I'm like, man, everybody thought Kell Brook was a pussy dog in the United States. No, it was no. Hey, this was basically for Kell Brook, for
Because
Sean
he
Porter.
kept canceling them fights, bro. But go ahead, bro.
Yeah, people thought that he was just the ultimate punani in the. This I'm trying to make it out. This fight, Kell Brook for Sean Porter, like for Sean Porter. I mean, Kell Brook for Sean Porter. That fight for Kell Brook is basically like. It's
The highlight
basically
of his
like.
career.
Yeah, it was the most important fight in his career. But this is like for Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz for him.
Okay, I got you. Yeah.
That solidified Kell Brook's career. That turned Kell Brook career around 180 in the United States.
Especially what Sean Porter was doing too. It did come up and maul Devin for the belt, and they was doing all that talking like they just the next big thing. And Kenny Porter mouth, bro, his mouth. That what made it that much bigger too. Cause they can watch us practice. They can do all they want to. There's nothing they're going to do to stop Sean. They can't stop Sean. Remember, Kell Brook coach was there watching them spar. Like, I don't mind nothing. They can watch us spar because there's nothing they can do. It's just too cocky and arrogant, bro.
Oh, that's when he was sparring Nairo Tyner, right?
I think it was, yeah, bro. But I know Kell Brook people was in the stands and he like they can watch us. We invite
That's
them
when they
to
was
watch.
in the live streaming sparring, right?
Yeah.
They kind of set up like a fight. And Kell Brook was there. He was meeting with Floyd Mayweather as well. They kind of met up and was at the Mayweather boxing gym as well too.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Nairo Tyner from Detroit. That's my boy.
So they called Timothy Bradley fight.
I swear to God, they called Diaz and Timothy Bradley. They so weak. But yeah, that shit was crazy though. Let's go on. You got some more questions. Yeah, Eubanks forgot the jab. I mean, do we know how to jab at this point? I don't know.
Bro, Eubanks forgot a lot of things in that damn fight. He lost his he left his mind in the dressing room.
Yep, sports brotherhood. I think boxing for them is our NBA. Yeah, I agree. That's a good analogy. High school football draws. Roy Babineau. High school football draws 50,000 in the playoffs. You ain't lying. There's a lot to do in America as well. But yeah, man. Sean, man, not even him not hurt. I'm like, bro.
But even the opportunity, CJ, you see, they called him in the ring, bro. All right, they know Sean a respectable dude, right? So they know he probably coming to the ring. Hey, Danny, listen, man. We both mandated. Do you want to fight? Let's make the fight happen. He had all the time in the world to say that. He get into the ring, roof. Then he wants some work. Yeah, you in my backyard now, my house. Then he say, you from Ohio, boy? No, been here,
like he ain't from
live here, work here. Like, man, you waste all that time to ask. You ain't got that much time on earth. This the end of it. Come on, make the fight happen or try to make a fight happen. You heard.
But now they ain't got to fight. Now they ain't got to fight. Thanks to the We Be Crooks.
And that's my thing, right, bro? How come y'all can't just mandate the fight like y'all did? Make these dudes fight and then win a fight. Keith Thurman at the end of the year. Then that week lead Keith Thurman a fight next year. Then the Earl fight. Like, come on, bro. Because I don't see. Like, we know he only fighting twice this year. All right, let's say he take Danny at the end of the year. Then he come back, take Sean Porter in the beginning of the year, which it ain't gonna be the beginning. He go push it all the way to May or some shit like he did again, because he gonna fight twice in 19. It's that fight? Do he really fight Earl Spence after that rough and tough ass Sean Porter fight? If he beats Sean Porter, you know what I'm saying? Do he really fight Earl Spence, or do he try to take another fight?
No, he got to pay some more money. I'm pretty sure he's gonna pay some money to the WC to get them lined up like that, because it works better for him. Oh, they gonna fight each other. Oh no, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. You can hear Keith Thurman. They basically gonna take 2 tune-up fights this year. I'm not supporting them fight. I guarantee you, I'm not watching Danny Garcia versus nobody else unless it's Earl Spence or Keith. I'm watching Keith Thurman fight, but them tune-up fights that Sean and Danny gonna take this year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not watching them because they're gonna take a tune-up fight this year.
Oh, no doubt. Look, Kenny and Sean finna fight in June, bro. They finna fight in June for sure. That's why he's talking about what you gonna do. All right, now I can make my move. What all that? We just gonna wait for Keith. Kenny Porter love money too much to just sit around knowing this a long ass year. You're not finna go through and like my dude say the lights look like they finna get cut off over there at the high performance center. So they have to put some money in their pockets, bro. They got to put some money in their pockets. Ain't nowhere in here. And then one time I saw them training at the Mayweather gym. I'm like, oh, hold on, what's going on?
That's where they started at before he got that gym.
Nah, I'm talking about why they got the gym, bro. No, why they got the
Oh,
gym? They was training at the Mayweather gym. I'm looking like, what the fuck going on? I'm like, oh, yeah, what's going on, bro? What that high performance gym at? Because that's what tripped me out. I'm like, no, y'all not in Mayweather gym, and you hit no bags. You shouldn't be hitting
and they
nothing
said
in
they
the
had to
gym
get
with a
up
high
out of there
performance center.
too. I remember Kenny Porter said that I beat any boxing trainer in the game, even the Mayweathers. I beat their ass.
I remember that too, bro. We talking all that shit.
Talking
Uh,
greasy like
I think Zerd James would beat his ass. I think Big Floyd would beat his ass.
shit.
Robert Garcia beat his ass.
Everybody beat his ass. Fuck, he wasn't even a
Everybody.
pro though.
He probably can beat Abel Sanchez and Dominic Ingram.
He
That's
gonna
it.
jump that big bear.
I think Nassim Richardson will beat his ass.
He
We
too
playing.
old though. Nah. He can jump that
Yeah,
big bear. Him and Shine
yeah,
will
big
make it
bro.
out the big bear, bro.
Right. You better go fight.
Gasby, Triple
Right,
G,
bro.
Felix Verdejo. Get that. Hey, Verdejo might beat Sean little bitch ass. But yeah, they rubbed me the wrong way, dog. They rubbed me
I'm
legit
telling
the
you,
wrong
man.
way, dog. Like,
I'm
man, he came
telling
in
you.
there. "Hey, hey." So we basically got to watch Sean Porter fight a layup, Danny Garcia fight another layup.
Mm-mm-mm.
I will get, hey, look, I will give them so much respect if they still fought each other.
Man, I feel like that'd be the best thing to do, bro. Like, and they know, bro. They know the scrutiny they gonna get, bro. Which I know they don't give a fuck, cause it's a career. It's they box career. Oh, it's our career. We doing this, and it's just like you say, man. The Kenny Porter, bro. How he just think he bigger than Al Heyman. He think he fucking Nino Brown for real. Like he think he a fucking godfather or something, bro. The way if nothing happened unless they talk to me and Sean. It's not always bending them knees, bad knee ass. It's nothing going to happen until they talk to me and Sean. The WBC can't mandate anything unless
Hey,
they
let me
want
tell
to
you a
take it to
funny,
court.
tell you a funny story. I don't know who it was. He be on Karate page, whatever. Shout out to IOBTA Boxing Talk. He said he was
Shouts
at
out to Clay.
the yeah, shout out to Corey. He was at the his man said we was at the fight. We was all at the same hotel with Sean and Kenny and Derek James and Earl Spence. He said Kenny he said, I'm sorry, hold on, I'm sorry, dog. He said Kenny Porter was hiding behind like a pillar or something from Earl and Derek James. He said he was hiding. He said when they was about to leave, he said he would not have no dialogue with no everybody was in the lobby laughing. And
Uh-huh.
Kenny all the way behind the desk or something, dog. I was dying laughing. He was
Yeah.
telling the truth, though. I know he was telling the truth.
Yeah, because Kenny ain't want no smoke. He ain't want nobody to bring up none of them questions. Hey, Kenny, when is Earl gonna fight Sean? He ain't want none of
He
that,
tell you
bro.
before the interview, don't ask me about that or you ain't gonna get the interview. He tell trying to answer it.
Yeah, and then look, he'll try to hurry up and kill it quick, or he'll say, Buzz coming up, Earl's coming up, and that everyone need to fight everyone that's coming to that point. He'll try to hurry up and kill it with that, or I like last time. I believe we're going to be the first one to fight Earl before any of these dudes because no one want to take the fight. Yeah, we want to see. We want to see
Yep.
after your
Yeah.
fight now. Let's find out.
He said boxing fans too impatient. Champions can't keep fighting back to back. It takes
Stop
away
it, man.
value from
Stop it.
regular
Please
good
stop.
fight.
I'm so tired of that shit. I answer that shit so much on Instagram, CJ, bro. Listen, man, it ain't the point that boxing fans are impatient. We've been waiting for these fights, bro. It ain't no such thing as impatient. When you want the fight? When they in their 30s and they running out, Floyd fight, y'all wanted for Floyd to fight Pacquiao in the prime, but now they too old. Now we got fighters in the prime that want to fight each other, or no, it's too early, or y'all too impatient. Come on, man. Y'all too inconsistent, bro. Y'all too inconsistent. Be consistent on what y'all want, man.
Hey, it ain't that in the UFC. It's one fight. You want a championship fight, or you can go all the way back down to number 15 and work your way
Exactly,
back up.
bro. Drop your ass
It
all
wasn't
the way
like
back
that
down.
with I know one like that with Ray Robinson. They fought championship fights every week. Shit.
Every week, bro. Every week. That's the thing. That's what's wrong with boxing fans now. Y'all act like y'all getting the money in y'all pocket. Y'all rather pay extra money to see these cats fight when Earl and Bud trying to make them fight now. Come on, man. We want the fights now when they prime. And they still can stick around and fight again because the fights probably be that good. So I ain't trying to hear that shit, bro.
Yeah. I mean, when you look when you hear Sports Brotherhood, when you fighting 2 times a year, dog, you got to deliver 2 great fights.
Exactly, bro.
Now, if we was talking about 4 times a year, yeah, you're right. If you active 3 or 4 times a
Right.
year,
Even
okay,
3 times a year, you can get you a
yeah.
little tune-up fight. Come on,
I
man.
get a nice little like Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia fight. Then you can get a Keith Thurman, Devin Alexander, or Victor Ortiz type
Right,
of fight.
bro.
Then you come back and give me a Keith Thurman, Sean Porter type of fight. Then next year you can come back and give me a Keith Thurman, Earl Spence fight. And then you know what I mean,
They gotta
like
be,
that.
yeah, they
I don't
gotta be
want.
hated like
Yeah, go
champions,
ahead.
man. At the end of the day, now I'm just saying they gotta be hated like champions, bro. Ain't no such thing as, oh, I need a tune up, or I need it. Nah, man, come on, bro, cut that out, man.
And even if that's the case too, even if that's the case though, don't be the main event then. Don't command main event money. Go to the
Facts.
co-feature, go to the opening fight. You're not an event fighter no more. And and then look, this is what the networks have done. They brainwash people to think that's exactly how boxing is supposed to go down.
And then like man, CJ, we really do like we. And I ain't saying none of y'all don't do this, but I'm quite sure y'all do. Y'all paying y'all money for these fights on pay per view because I buy every pay per view. You know, CJ's popping up at fights. You heard him 800 round trip. That's money out his pocket going out there to see them fight, bro. So at the end of the day, bro, get the people what they want, man. Like we ain't out here playing with y'all. We fatting y'all pockets and doing this. Y'all having great time taking trips to Jamaica and all this shit with our money. Man, give us what we want, man. Stop playing.
Yeah, he
This
said
year's done went by.
we're gonna run out. Steven Sports brother has said we're gonna run out of fights. That's why you got weight classes for. You move up and take move down and you got catch weight.
He said we're gonna run out of fighters.
Yeah, this ain't the UFC. One out of fights.
Oh no, man, you can't run out of fight because if they fight, they can fight again. Shit,
Yep,
you can't run out of fight.
You got rematch. I mean, you can move up. I'm pretty sure it ain't the UFC where it's like only 15 people rank. I mean, you got 4 different sections of bodies as well.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I was gonna say it's a whole amateur system, bro. The fighters coming in every day, and it's a young man sport. So you ain't gonna never run out of fighters, bro. There's always gonna be somebody that come in that's gonna
always be there.
Yeah, trust and believe it.
Like Haney. I mean, shout out to Richard Hitchens. That's my
man.
guy.
Shout out to Richard Hitchens, bro. Shakur, my guy. Oh no. Hold on. No, okay, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I know about Richard Hitchens, bro. I know he a dog.
That boy the dog. That's who I'm dubbing. That's who I ride with.
Yeah, I got my eye on Shakur Stevenson. But go ahead, bro. I'm stop cutting you off.
I seen McCollin fight live already, so I like him as well. Him and Shakur Stevenson in the learning stage. So I'm not worried.
Learning stage.
Yeah, a lot of people overreacting to Stevenson, and I ain't worried about him right now. Take your time,
bro. That's what I want to do, and I want him to stop trying to show that he got power, though, bro. It's gonna come, Shakur, bro. Like you see Mike Conlon getting them knockouts, he going out there trying to, catch somebody and put him out. Yeah, Mike Conlon is 27 years old too. You got to remember that. So he got grown man power.
Grown man body.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's gonna come, Shakur, bro. It's gonna come. That's why, like his last fight, bro. He was trying to get that knockout to where he was forgetting the jab. He was forgetting the little subtle things that he normally do. And that's why I say I ain't really worrying about it because I know, like I say, he in the learning stage. But he could have looked way better in that fight. But it's a learning process. He still got the win. That's all that matters. You know, so I just want him to calm down and just relax and let it come to him, bro, because the dude gifted as hell. And I'm waiting to see Devin Haney. I wanted Devin Haney to fight that fight so bad, bro. That was a good test for him.
Yeah, that dude, he got to be. Yeah, I mean, we can't run. I don't see us running out of fight. I mean, you can move up. You can be, especially with fighting only 2 times a year. Shit, we ain't gonna run out of nothing. You gotta have unlimited. And a lot of these guys with Premier Boxing Champions want to retire at 30. That's the new goal.
Man, ain't they all saying 30, bro? They making too much damn money over
there. Yep. And well, Amir Khan said 30, and he's still trying to prove some shit. So it sounds good. You know what I'm saying? It do sound good.
Yeah, Amir Khan passed 30 now. I'm 31. I'm quite sure that cat.
He said like 4 or 5 years. I want to retire at 30. You know, he was banking on the Floyd fight, a Pacquiao fight, and it ain't go like he thought it was gonna go.
Amir Khan drove me crazy trying to get that Mayweather fight, bro. I'm like, Amir Khan, just let it go.
He was close, he was close a lot of times. Like the Danny Garcia
got
fight.
It. Yeah.
Danny Garcia, he was supposed to get the fight. Danny knocked him out. Yep. So we gonna wrap it up. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I just think him chasing Floyd too much kind of killed it too. Like
he kind of took his focus off.
Yeah, he tried to, and even when they won, even before the Pacquiao fight got made and shit after Madonna when Stephen A. Smith kept, if you fight Amir Khan, I'm sorry, Floyd. I'm not going to watch the fight. I'm not going to bat. I'm telling people to boycott it, all that bullshit. But I just feel like Amir Khan ran himself out of that fight. If he just played cool, calm, collective, and did what he had to do, he would have looked impressive and probably would have landed it, though. But Madonna came and got rich.
His focus was always on Floyd before he was about to fight who he's about to fight. So it was on him.
Exactly.
It was on him. We're gonna wrap it up. You could I got Monnie Brown channel in the description. Tell them where you can find him.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate it. Y'all can find me at Monnie Brown TV. Y'all can find me on Instagram at Monnie_the writer and on Facebook at Monnie Brown. Appreciate you,
Monnie _the writer. You said Monnie the writer, right?
Monnie_the writer. THEWRITER.
All right, y'all know what it is. I'm gonna upload that tank video next for y'all. We gone.
Yes, sir.